offensively, but how good is it to just get out with the win?
No, I think it's a better way to reword that one. Saying it's good to win a game on the defensive side. You know, one thing you can't do is control when the ball goes in and out, or if it goes in for you. I think offensively we're executing. The ball just wasn't going our way. We had some great looks, but I mean, to win a game on the defensive side, and after our the struggles that we've had, that's pretty impressive. And versus this team who's had one of the best records in the NBA in January, it was a big win for us.
Can you take us through that last play against Johnson?
Well, I knew they had no more timeouts, and so they were going no matter what. And definitely wasn't expecting Kyle to miss the free throw, but once he did, James Johnson, with a full head of steam is very difficult. And so just try to, keep my body between him and the basket. And, if he was going to take a shot, wherever it was, if it was a layup or a floater or whatever, just want to try to, give a contest. And, I was able to get him down to the baseline. And I definitely didn't want him to do it up and under. They had done that the last couple plays with Olenek and with I think it was Richardson who got us on the up and under too. So just try to stay between him and the basket, and it was able to just not allow him to even get it off before the expiration.
Kevin is, of course, the team's leading rebounder, leading defensive rebounder. Where do you feel like you have to, do more with him out?
No, I just do me. I average 9 rebounds, so I don't have to do more than that. I mean, I picked up 2 more, tonight, but I'm gonna just do me, and obviously don't like the way I shot it today. Don't like the way I handled the ball in the first half with the turnovers, but in the second half I was pretty solid with the ball, pretty solid with my rebound, and got my guys, in some rhythm, some good things. So, my job doesn't change no matter who's in or out of the lineup.
You walked me through the play where you had Johnson guarding you out by half court. You made a move on him and you found Jay.
He kind of was picking me up all night. That was kind of one of their defensive schemes to kind of, hassle the ball a little bit. They're a grimy team, and, that's what they do, So just wanted to try to be aggressive. I was able to get my body up off of him with the dribble and, just bring in the defense. And once I was able to do that, I was able to see Jay on that right wing, and he was able to knock it down.
You talk about the defensive effort. How do you determine if it's you guys are playing really well defensively and doing what you're supposed to do, and them just not making shots?
I think it was a little bit of both. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to try to make them miss shots too. I think we contested a lot of their shots. Everything Wayne Ellington was doing, knowing he's one of the biggest triggers on their team and in the league, he was right on top of them from the beginning. I think Dragic got some really good looks, but we want to try to be on top of him as well, him playing at an all-star level and even with the rest of those guys. So, they put you in difficult, situations because all their guys are pretty live and they can do multiple things, shoot, pass, rebound, and drive. So, but I think our defensive effort was where it should be, and, we had a great game plan and we executed it.
Channing said that coach asked him for 2 threes, but he ended up getting three layups. That stretch there in the third quarter when you guys were kind of getting a little stagnant on defense.
We was able to find a set that was working for us, and Channing did a great job. But it started with D-Wade going down and setting those great screens and allowing his man to take a body off Channing, and Channing was just being 7 foot, and getting in front of the rim either with a layup or with a dunk. And he should have had 4 in a row, but he traveled on one of them. But it was a good set for us.
How much does that help you with the spacing on the floor?
Well, I mean, we know what Channing brings to the game, and we know it adds spacing, his ability to shoot the ball for one. He attracts the defense, but his ability to finish in the paint as well, helps us out.
Ron, you glad to see January gone?
Listen, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I don't wish for days to be gone or want to get to the next month. I've always lived in the moment, and this is basketball, but there's other things bigger than that, So, I've had an opportunity to do a lot of great things in this month. Obviously the game of basketball has been tough for us this month, but, it's not the A-all, B-all for me in my life. So we move on to February, and as a team, we want to play some, better basketball, but I'm never a guy to say, let's get out of this month or let's move on to the next. You take the lumps when they come, and you try to get better, and you don't ever try to fast track anything or slow anything down when you're in the moment.
I think that the difference defensively was for you guys as you came out on top?
We locked in, honed in, and limit those guys to one shot. and we got out and ran. And some games it's good to win like that, to keep a game like this in our back pocket, to know that we can depend on our defense as a late in the game and win a game for us is big for us to move forward.
Jay, we've talked all year about you being comfortable or not. You knock a shot down like that late, and a game you guys kind of had to have, like skin everything's going on. How important can that be for you? Just one shot late in one game. Can that make a big difference as you go forward?
I don't know. Next game we might play a different way. So it's tough on me to say that. But for my mental, it is to move forward. And I know what I'm capable of doing. I know I've been doing it for the past few years. And I just stay the course. I come in and work every day and just try to answer the bell when it's time. And tonight was the time to answer the bell. And hopefully it rolls over to the next game. But I just take a day at a time, learn from the wins and learn from the losses, and move forward.
Kevin brings a lot of things to the table. One area certainly that you guys will have to make up for is rebounding.
Yep.
And how does that affect your approach, knowing that that's part of the game that you guys have to make up for?
Like I said last night, when Kev went down, it's not going to be one guy. It's a collective thing. When one guy of his character goes down for a team, it takes everybody in the locker room to bring something extra to the table to make up for what he brings. So it's not going to be one guy. It's going to be different guys each night, and that's what it takes. I think we have the guys in the locker room to do so, is pick up his slack during his absence. And it'll be a challenge for us, but I think we got the right guys in the locker room to do so.
Can you even make sense of it, the way you guys have, had a tough month? You shoot 35% of the team tonight. You beat a team on the second night of back-to-back that had been 10-4.
Yeah, the best record in January.
Yeah. How do you?
That's big for us to end the month. We joked around about it before the game. It's getting out of this month. It's been a tough one for us, but in this league, it's going to be ups and downs. We just had a down month, and hopefully this is what sparked us in February to get the ball going on the right side and get some wins in a row and get our swagger back.
First game for you without Kevin in a while. How tough is that? Because obviously provide spacing the offensive end and rebounding on the glass. How much more emphasis and onus is it put on you now?
A little bit more, especially in terms of what the role of a big man is. It's defensively, rebounding. That's the area that Kev was really good at. Me and him we've always had a good relationship with that. So, but now Jay in the lineup, I kind of, he does a good job on the perimeter guarding, turn the stuff in the paint. I got to be just more active and kind of just get all the rebounds and protect the paint a little bit more and try to help us out.
These are one of those grimy games. Do you like these?
I mean, they're cool. I prefer them on the first game of a back-to-back, not a second game. But, we got the job done. Whiteside, he's averaging 15 and 12, and he had nowhere near that tonight, so that's a good job taking him out the game. And, tonight was we played well defensively, took Wayne Ellington out of it. Donnie made maybe, 2 threes? Unless they made one more in the end of the fourth today, I'm not sure. But we did a good job defensively. We got a tough one against Houston.
What was going through your mind on that last play as you saw it come down to that?
We're up by 2. I know Bron, he's going to do a good job on, James Johnson. But once James Johnson got that step, I said, oh, no, it might be overtime. And then D-Wade came in, kind of altered his shots. So, peanut butter and jelly had each other's back.
Had him sandwiched.
Yeah, like a sandwich, yeah. Yeah, Smuckers, right? That's the company? Schmuckers, right?
Ohio company.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That makes the sponsors happy.
Yeah, that makes them really happy. Give them a big shout out. You guys are welcome.
Hey, one final point. Does it feel good to win a game like that? Because you can outscore people, but have to really grind it out.
Yeah, that was a good game to win, especially Miami playing so well in January. I think they have the best record in the NBA in January. So, second best. So it's good to get a good win like that. But Saturday's going to be, if we can get Saturday, it's a good staple win. We need one of those.
It was kind of an oddball game, wasn't it?
Oh, you meant ugly?
Yeah, that was what it was.
Weird bounces, weird things that happen.
Yeah, we don't know.
Neither team can make a shot. I mean, I'll take this. They were scored under 100. We won a game on defense, so let's just say that. They're a good team. They're fourth. I think they had the best record in January, so for us to get this win on a back-to-back after losing last night, it's pretty big, and guys came up and we grinded it out.
In retrospect, those 2 long balls you hit in the third quarter I thought were huge because it seemed like it was starting to get away from you guys. Could you sense that?
Oh, no. Coach said, Chan, you owe me 2 threes by the end of this game. So I was more focused on that. Like, to be honest, it's going to sound bad. Most of the time, I'm not paying attention to the score. I'm just paying attention to, like, our flow as a team. Like, there's a certain pace that we have that I feel like we're successful at. And so I don't really worry about the score because I know things are going to be good. Like, we're going to go on a run, and then I'll look at the score during, like, a timeout and stuff like that. Probably shouldn't tell people that. But I'm just happy to be out here.
You're honest.
Yeah, I'm just happy to be out here.
When's the last time you moved that much without the ball, away from the ball?
You know what? Usually they like kind of catch wind of that play once or twice, but it kept working. So I'm about to get new shoes. I wore the tread off them tonight. I felt like a taller Kyle Korver. So I mean, the play works, and we kept running it. And I thank my teammates for standing on the opposite side and chilling for about 5 plays.
Feeling you have to leave January behind on a good note, of course, but
yeah, I mean, stuff happens, man. It's it's a learning month. We got some guys back. We lost some guys. It's just kind of the ebb and flow of the season, and so you got to, I've had worse months. I've had months where I didn't even win a game in a month. So for us to leave it like that on a game like that is pretty good. That we could just got to build on this, be more aggressive. Continue to move and cut our lack of energy, like, minutes down. I think at the beginning of the game we're moving, cutting. Second quarter might have a lull. End of the third might have a lull. But if we can get rid of those lulls, then we're good.
How good did it feel to win a game like this defensive style?
Man, when's the last time we held a team under 100, more or less under 90? So, right there at 89? Ooh, we doing something. Okay, we got to build on it. You start
It's like the 80s, right?
Yeah, I was like, well, this is like the old Knicks-Pacers playoff game here. But no, we won, man. Listen, let's take a dub and then keep it moving.
35% of the team from the floor, 23 from downtown. Yeah, you come out on top. How satisfying is that?
Yeah, we played some defense tonight. We need. It wasn't a pretty game, for sure. But probably good for us to win a game like this. Rely on defense, get stops at the end of the game. We need them. So like I said, yeah, rough one on a back-to-back late game last night. So it's a quick turnaround, but it's a good win for us.
Obviously, you guys know when you guys get stops and then play with pace, you're tough to beat. How did you think the ball movement was, especially down the stretch?
I thought it was good. I think definitely better. I think there's still room for growth, but I feel like for the past 4 games or so, maybe not quite so much last night, but the past 4 games, I think we've been trending in the right direction in a lot of ways, and so we just got to keep on building on it.
We talked a lot about the impact of Channing just being on the floor, but his consistency as of late. What can that do for this team, especially right now, down Kevin?
Man, we really need him. We need everything that he brings. We need his height because we don't got many tall guys left. We need his shooting. We need his talking. We need all that he brings, and so he's been a huge lift for us the last few games.
You got a couple days, but then a tough one with Houston, obviously, on Saturday. What's that mindset got to be with a team like that?
We know it's a big game. It's a great team. They're a great team. They got a lot of good players. James Harden had like 16 and triple-double.
First ever.
Man, it's amazing. So, obviously we got to keep on. We got to have a defensive effort like tonight. Probably got to score a few more points if we're going to want to win that game. But we got a couple days here to rest, kind of pull ourselves back together, and we'll be ready.